Are GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic a genuine medical breakthrough for obesity, or are we over-medicalizing a lifestyle problem?
I believe that GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic are a genuine medical breakthrough for obesity. These medications offer significant benefits to patients struggling with weight management, particularly those who have not found success through traditional lifestyle interventions alone. By targeting the underlying biological mechanisms of appetite and metabolism, these drugs provide an effective tool in the fight against obesity, which is often a complex condition influenced by genetic factors as well as environmental ones. My opponent might argue that we're over-medicalizing what should be addressed through diet and exercise. However, while healthy habits remain crucial, they aren't always sufficient or accessible to everyone. For many individuals, especially those with severe obesity or related health conditions, pharmaceutical intervention can make all the difference. The evidence supporting the efficacy of GLP-1 agonists is robust, showing substantial weight loss and improvement in metabolic markers such as blood sugar levels and cholesterol. This makes them invaluable additions to our treatment arsenal rather than mere band-aids on lifestyle issues.
I disagree that GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic are a genuine medical breakthrough for obesity without significant lifestyle changes. While these medications may offer some benefits, they often come with substantial risks and side effects that must be considered. For instance, the weight loss seen in clinical trials is partly due to gastrointestinal side effects such as nausea and diarrhea, which can lead patients to reduce their calorie intake involuntarily. Moreover, the long-term safety of GLP-1 drugs remains uncertain. There have been reports linking these medications to kidney function issues and even thyroid cancers. The over-reliance on pharmaceutical interventions might also discourage individuals from making lasting lifestyle changes that could be more beneficial in the long run. True medical breakthroughs should not come with such significant trade-offs, especially when there are other effective methods available for managing weight through diet, exercise, and behavioral therapy. In essence, while GLP-1 drugs may offer some help to those who struggle despite healthy living efforts, they shouldn't be seen as a substitute or the primary solution. The medical community needs to focus on holistic approaches that support individuals in making sustainable lifestyle changes rather than relying too heavily on quick fixes with potential long-term harms.
I understand my opponent's concerns about the risks and side effects associated with GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic. However, I'd argue that these issues are being blown out of proportion in an attempt to discredit a valuable treatment option for obesity. Firstly, while gastrointestinal side effects can be unpleasant, they're often temporary and manageable through dose adjustments or other interventions. In fact, many patients report significant weight loss without experiencing severe adverse reactions. It's also worth noting that lifestyle changes alone don't come without their own set of challenges. Think chronic dieting, exercise regimens gone wrong, or even surgery complications. Regarding long-term safety concerns, it's true that more research is needed on potential kidney function issues and thyroid cancers linked to GLP-1 agonists. But let's not forget that millions of people worldwide have safely used these medications over several years now. The science isn't yet conclusive enough to dismiss this entire class of treatments outright. We should continue studying them rigorously rather than abandoning ship prematurely. Lastly, regarding discouraging individuals from making lasting lifestyle changes by relying too heavily on pharmaceuticals. Well, what if we told those same folks who've struggled with diets forever, hey, you might actually succeed with our help? By acknowledging both pharmacological and behavioral components as part of comprehensive care plans, healthcare providers can empower patients toward healthier choices rather than simply shaming them into doing things the right way.
I understand my opponent's points about temporary side effects being manageable through adjustments, but let's address this more critically. While it's true that many patients might initially experience nausea and diarrhea, which can be mitigated with dose modifications, the fact remains that these side effects are not always transient or easily resolved for everyone. Patients often face ongoing gastrointestinal issues that affect their quality of life and adherence to treatment. Moreover, while lifestyle changes come with challenges, they also offer long-term benefits beyond just weight management, such as improved cardiovascular health and better mental well-being. GLP-1 GLP-1 drugs can be seen as a crutch that might prevent individuals from developing these crucial skills in managing their own health over time. The reliance on medication rather than personal responsibility could lead to a cycle where patients expect quick fixes without putting in the effort required for lasting change. On long-term safety, there are valid concerns about potential risks like kidney function issues and thyroid cancers. These side effects require vigilant monitoring and further research to understand their true impact over extended periods. It's premature to consider these drugs as safe given the limited data we currently have on their long-term consequences. In essence, while GLP-1 drugs might provide short-term weight loss benefits with manageable side effects for some, they should not be seen as a panacea without significant lifestyle changes. The medical community must continue to prioritize holistic approaches that encourage individuals to develop sustainable healthy habits rather than relying solely on pharmaceutical interventions.
I understand my opponent's concerns about the potential drawbacks of GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic, but I think they're overstating their impact on patients' quality of life. While gastrointestinal side effects can be uncomfortable and affect adherence to treatment in some cases, it doesn't mean that these medications are inherently flawed or ineffective. In fact, many studies have shown that when properly managed with dose adjustments or other interventions, most people can tolerate these side effects without significant long-term consequences. And let's not forget weight loss itself is a major contributor to improved cardiovascular health and mental well-being. By addressing obesity through medication-assisted therapy, we may actually see better overall outcomes for our patients than relying solely on lifestyle changes alone. My opponent also suggests that GLP-1 drugs might prevent individuals from developing healthy habits over time. But this ignores the reality that millions of people struggle with chronic dieting and exercise regimens gone wrong, often due to underlying biological factors beyond their control. In those cases, pharmaceutical intervention offers a much-needed safety net until healthier behaviors become more sustainable. It's disingenuous to imply that everyone has access to effective support systems for maintaining weight loss. We need evidence-based treatments like GLP-1 agonists precisely because so many people fall short despite good intentions.
I appreciate my opponent's attempt to downplay the side effects of GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic, but let's be clear. Ongoing gastrointestinal issues can significantly impact a patient's quality of life and adherence to treatment. While dose adjustments might help in some cases, they do not eliminate the risk entirely. For many individuals, these side effects can become chronic problems that require constant medical management. Furthermore, while weight loss is indeed beneficial for cardiovascular health and mental well-being, it does not address the underlying issues related to lifestyle and behavior change. GLP-1 drugs are a band-aid solution. They do not teach patients how to maintain healthy habits long-term or help them develop sustainable routines that can benefit their overall health over time. The medical community should focus on holistic approaches that encourage individuals to take an active role in managing their weight through diet, exercise, and behavioral therapy. These methods have been shown to be effective and come with fewer risks of side effects compared to pharmaceutical interventions. By relying too heavily on medications like Ozempic, we risk creating a dependency where patients expect quick fixes rather than learning the skills necessary for long-term health. In summary, while GLP-1 drugs may offer short-term weight loss benefits, their potential drawbacks and the lack of emphasis on lasting lifestyle changes make them an incomplete solution to obesity. We need to prioritize comprehensive approaches that empower individuals with the tools they need to maintain a healthy lifestyle in the long run.
I understand my opponent's concerns about the long-term consequences of gastrointestinal side effects, but I think they're being overly pessimistic. While it's true that some patients may experience chronic issues with GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic, this doesn't mean that these medications are inherently flawed or ineffective. In fact, many studies have shown that when properly managed through dose adjustments and other interventions, most people can tolerate these side effects without significant long-term consequences. And let's not forget weight loss itself is a major contributor to improved cardiovascular health and mental well-being. By addressing obesity through medication-assisted therapy, we may actually see better overall outcomes for our patients than relying solely on lifestyle changes alone. My opponent also suggests that GLP-1 drugs are just a band-aid solution, because they don't teach patients how to maintain healthy habits over time. But what if those underlying biological factors contributing to their obesity aren't entirely under their control? What then? Shouldn't we offer them every possible tool in the fight against obesity? Moreover, while it's true that sustained behavior change requires more than just pharmaceutical intervention, isn't it unfair to imply that patients who rely on GLP-1 drugs lack motivation or willpower? Many individuals struggle with severe obesity due to complex interplay between genetics, environment, and socioeconomic determinants of health. Let's focus on providing comprehensive support systems rather than stigmatizing certain treatment options as inferior.
I understand my opponent's points about managing side effects through dose adjustments, but let's consider the broader impact on patients' quality of life. Chronic gastrointestinal issues such as ongoing nausea and diarrhea can severely affect a person's daily functioning and mental well-being. These persistent symptoms are not just minor inconveniences, they can lead to significant discomfort, decreased productivity, and overall poor quality of life. Moreover, focusing solely on weight loss through medication does not address the root causes of obesity or teach patients essential skills for sustainable lifestyle changes. Medications like Ozempic provide a temporary fix that might encourage complacency rather than fostering long-term health habits. This approach risks creating dependency on pharmaceutical solutions and may undermine efforts to develop healthier behaviors. Additionally, while weight loss is important, it doesn't fully account for the complex nature of obesity, which often involves genetic factors, hormonal imbalances, and environmental influences. Addressing these underlying issues requires a multifaceted strategy that includes dietary education, behavioral counseling, and regular physical activity, not just a pill that might cause more harm than good in some cases. In conclusion, while GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic may offer temporary benefits, the potential risks and side effects outweigh their short-term advantages. The medical community should prioritize holistic approaches that empower individuals to make lasting lifestyle changes for better overall health and well-being.
I understand my opponent's concerns about the impact of gastrointestinal side effects on patients' quality of life, but I think they're overestimating their significance. While it's true that some people may experience chronic issues with GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic, this doesn't mean that these medications are inherently flawed or ineffective. In fact, many studies have shown that when properly managed through dose adjustments and other interventions, most people can tolerate these side effects without significant long-term consequences. And let's not forget weight loss itself is a major contributor to improved cardiovascular health and mental well-being. By addressing obesity through medication-assisted therapy, we may actually see better overall outcomes for our patients than relying solely on lifestyle changes alone. My opponent also suggests that focusing solely on weight loss through medication does not address the root causes of obesity or teach patients essential skills for sustainable lifestyle changes. But what if those underlying biological factors contributing to their obesity aren't entirely under their control? What then? The truth is, every patient is different, and one-size-fits-all solutions won't work for everyone. Some individuals will benefit from pharmaceutical intervention as part of a comprehensive treatment plan that includes counseling, nutrition guidance, and physical activity support. Others might find success through traditional means alone. Rather than dismissing GLP-1 drugs as temporary fixes or implying that they encourage complacency, perhaps we should be acknowledging their potential value in helping people overcome seemingly insurmountable barriers to healthy living. After all, isn't it time we started recognizing the complexity of human biology and the multifaceted nature of disease? So I urge you, don't write off GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic just yet. Let's continue exploring their benefits and limitations with an open mind, rather than prematurely declaring them failures based on incomplete evidence. For too long, patients have been told that losing weight requires nothing more than sheer determination. But now we know better. Now we can offer hope where once there was only despair.
In conclusion, while GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic may offer some short-term benefits in weight loss, their potential risks and side effects cannot be ignored or minimized. The gastrointestinal issues such as ongoing nausea and diarrhea can significantly impact a patient's quality of life and adherence to treatment over time. These side effects are not just minor inconveniences but can lead to chronic problems that require constant medical management. Moreover, focusing solely on weight loss through medication does not address the root causes of obesity or teach patients essential skills for sustainable lifestyle changes. The long-term safety concerns, including kidney function issues and thyroid cancers, further underscore the need for caution. True medical breakthroughs should come with fewer trade-offs. GLP-1 drugs fall short in this regard. We must prioritize holistic approaches that empower individuals to make lasting lifestyle changes through education, support, and behavior modification. By doing so, we can ensure better overall health outcomes without compromising quality of life or risking long-term side effects from medications. In summary, while GLP-1 drugs might offer temporary weight loss benefits with manageable but significant risks, the potential downsides outweigh their advantages. The medical community should focus on comprehensive strategies that encourage sustainable lifestyle changes rather than relying heavily on pharmaceutical interventions alone.